back in 2015, there was a secondary that was unstoppable, right? And this secondary had a nickname, the no-fly zone. So what I did today, guys, is we took the 2023 Denver Broncos. Offensively, they're the same. We got Russell, Cook, and Wilson. We got Javonte Williams. We have Samaje Perine. Everything that you normally would think of the Broncos. But defensively, we have the no-fly zone 2015 Denver Broncos defense. And again, like we looked at last video with the LOB, who came in 4th for the year, I want to see how good can the no-fly zone do in a season. So week 1, we're taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And to be honest, this is like the best matchup possible because their offense, they got Devontae Adams, but they shouldn't be that overpowered. Should be a very good test for the no-fly zone here. So let's go end game here and let's see how it works. Alright, so they scored 7. Okay, so far first half, they allowed 14 points to the Raiders. Okay, I really thought the Raiders weren't going to do anything. I'm not going to lie to you. I really thought the Raiders weren't going to do much of anything. And to be honest, yeah, 17 points in a game is not that horrendous. They allowed 0 touchdowns, 1 interception to Jimmy G. Josh Jacobs did get a touchdown. Amir Abdullah got a touchdown on them. So definitely not the greatest start. But they had, what, 1, 2... Oh, my bad. I'm completely looking at the Raiders. They had 2 sacks in that game, and they had 1 interception with Aqib Talib. So, pretty damn good start. 21-17. At least they won the first matchup. Who did they play week 2? Is my question. Because the Broncos do not have that tough of a schedule. They do play the Chiefs twice, which is going to be very tough. Now, before this season, like last season, the Broncos have not beaten the Chiefs since 2015. When was 2015? The no-fly zone. So, it's like, in real life, they did not beat the Chiefs for over 7 years. I think it was even more than 7 years. Since 2015. So, what is that, like 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. They didn't beat them for. I guess it would be 7 years before this year. But yeah, no, they could not beat the Chiefs. The no-fly zone beat them, but other than no-fly zone, it couldn't happen. So now they play the Commanders. And this is the most defensive-heavy game I have ever seen in my life. Holy crap. 3 points allowed. All right, 11 points. Okay, now they're coming back. Now the Commanders are coming back. Another 17-point game. Okay, not too bad. Let me actually just put in Broncos here. And let's see. Sacks. 3 sacks for Von. 0 interceptions for that game. So, pretty damn good day, you know. Not bad. 17 points. Another victory. 90% of that game, they really didn't even allow anything. So, not even the... In the end, they allowed it, obviously. But most of the game, they played pretty damn tight-lipped right there. All right, so let's see next week here. We have the Miami Dolphins. I'm thinking to myself, who would be the biggest problem here? It's probably going to be, if I had to select one problem, I want to say it's going to be, obviously Tyreek Hill. I'm thinking outside Tyreek Hill. Maybe A-Chain. A-Chain might be a problem because he is fast as anything. And while, yes, they do have some really good defensive ends, Derek Wolfe is not known for being the fastest defensive end in the game. All right, so already 14-0, 17-0. No-fly zone is not allowing any, is right now open for business. Okay, so the Broncos offense definitely, oh my, dude, since the first, okay, hold up. They lost, right? But they did not allow any points since, what was that? So they didn't allow they allowed 3 points in 2 quarters. In the second half, pretty much. They only allowed 3 points in the second half. So if their offense, the Broncos' offense, could have done anything in the second half, and Russ threw 2 interceptions, so you can't even blame the defense for that. I mean, That's kind of like, what do you expect them to do? They had how many sacks? 2.5, 3.5. That's 4. Wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3. 3.5. That's 4. That's 5. 5 sacks in that game. I mean, see, that's the thing when it comes to really great defenses also. It gets to a point where it's like, if you have a really great defense, but you have a crappy offense who throws 2 interceptions in the beginning of that game, like, there's not much you can expect your defense to do. And that's one issue here with the Denver Broncos of today, is that their offense, if their offense can get going, they can win every single game. I don't know why I have a twitch on my neck right now. But that's the problem, though. If their offense can't get going, it's not going to be a pretty story, right? It's not going to be a nice sight to see, because that's their biggest kicker here, is their offense. The offense can really just lose them a game, and even the best defense can't overcome the worst offense. Although this game, okay, 7-7. That offense is struggling. Okay, here we go. See, now the defense can really go to work. This is when defenses can go to work here now. If the offense isn't struggling, the defense is going to show off how good they are. They had 3 interceptions in that game. See, that's the no-fly zone that you know. 2 for Chris Harris, 1 for Aqib Talib. How many sacks? 1 sack in that game. That's called domination right there. And no matter how good about the offense is, that defense just said, nah. 3 turnovers. That's why you love having these great defenses. I know nowadays, in 2024, 2023, 2024, you won't see as these dominant defenses from back in the day, right? They're not going to be able to play as well as they would back in the day nowadays, because the rules have changed. Players are faster. You can't hit anyone. It feels like there's a flag on every single play. But it's just looking back in the day on some of these defenses, man, they were menacing. Like 2000 Ravens, like the Baltimore Bullies. They were insanely crazy. And the Jets had 2... Okay, they scored a touchdown, right? But they had 2 drives where they just went down and did nothing. Could not do anything. And now this is... They lost. They lost in the end. The defense gave it up in the end. They did get 1 interception on Rodgers. The defense got it done on Rodgers here, but... Man, you know what I think it's going to come down here? Because they got 3 sacks and an interception. It's going to come down to the offense, though. I think the offense, if I had to guess, they're going to be a top 5 ranked defense. So the LOB was ranked 4th in the NFL when I simmed the whole season. I think that this no-fly zone... In Madden, at least. Not in real life, okay? In real life, I think the best defense, a secondary all time, was LOB. Love the LOB. But the thing is, though, I think that this defense here is going to, in theory here... I want to make sure I didn't have to upgrade anyone. This is going to be better. This looks better. It feels better. It feels like it's dominating more. And that LOB dominated, right, in our franchise yesterday, our video yesterday. But I feel like this one, it just has that extra little touch to it. That it's just like, it feels dangerous. And now they go against Patrick Mahomes. Oh my gosh, no one's going to score. Okay, I was about to say, bro, if no one scores in these games. Alright. Yeah, it's hard to stop Patrick Mahomes, even if you are no-fly zone. The offense couldn't do it. Yeah, It's freaking this offense, man. I feel like this offense is the problem here. Oh, they intercepted Patty and got 1 sack, but that's pretty much that, man. I feel like it's the offense. I can't say it's anything but the offense here. Alright, let's I'm gonna start simming from the main screen now, so we can kind of just go through these games a little bit faster and kind of take a look at the stats after all of this. But let's see. So after 6 weeks of having the no-fly zone, the Denver Broncos are 3-3. Again, like I said, a lot of it. 15th ranked offense. What's their defense? 26th ranked defense. That's how? They have the 4th most sacks in the NFL. They don't have a forced fumble. That is true. But they have the, 5th most turnovers, interceptions-wise? They allow... Yeah, they're like middle of the pack in points. Rush yards, they're like top 10. Pass yards allowed. I don't know if I agree with that one. I mean, defensively, they have a guy with 7 sacks here, 3 interceptions, 2, 1. If you guys, we've been watching these games. I don't know if I agree with that their defense is like that. I think the problem is their offense throws too many interceptions, and that is putting their defenses in bad situations. Although they did play Patty Mahomes. All right, 38-28. Okay. Let's see. Next game, they lost to the Chiefs again. They got season swept by the Chiefs. Man. Even with a no-fly zone. All right, 7-2 Bills. They beat the 7-2 Bills 28-7. 3-7 Texans. Okay, they won. 5-5 Brownies. They lost. Okay. 2-9 Texans? It's not usually what happens in Madden franchise. They lost to the 2-9 Texans, bro. What is going on? And they got killed by the Chargers. Okay, so now their season goes downhill. Got killed by the Lions. They played the 4-10 Patriots. Okay, they won. They're still technically in the playoff race right now. They got to win this game. 6-9 Chargers. They lost to the Chargers last time. How did they keep losing to the Chargers? Yeah, they're going to be out of the playoffs. They're not making the playoffs. Even if they beat the Raiders here, they're not going to make the playoffs. They did beat the Raiders. They went 8-9. Okay, so I want to see 13th ranked offense. Okay. 24 ranked defense. I am just baffled. Okay, hold up. Hold the fluff up. Okay, so they got 14 interceptions on the season. They have 0 forced fumbles. Well, no, fumble recoveries. Which is still really strange, because I felt like they were going to have really big in that category. I thought they would. I figured they would. Wait, so they had the 3rd least sacks in the NFL? No, I'm an idiot. They had the 3rd most sacks in the NFL. Rush yards allowed. They were number 4 for the least amount of rush yards in the NFL. And that's the problem. They allowed the 2nd most passing yards. How, though? 14 interceptions! 25. It's actually, 14 is not that much. Well, it is actually a lot. It is a lot. But, compared to, relatively, it's not that bad with how bad Russell Wilson is right now. But, man. Von had 16 sacks. Keith Talib had 7. Chris Harris had 3. Yeah, it really comes down to, I feel like, the offense is just piss poor. If the offense, when you throw 14 turnovers in a season, the defense still has the 2nd most sacks in the NFL, 3rd most sacks in the NFL. I mean, you can't do anything about it, man. You can't do anything about that. I kind of feel bad for this defense now, man, because, I put them in the most shitty environment possible. You can't win with a crap offense. That's one thing I love about Madden simulation especially, is you can have the best defense possible, but if your offense not good, you're not going to win. And that's actually, if you remember back to my other franchise series, where I had a 99 overall defense in every category, but my offense was actually I think 20 overall. We couldn't win a single game. It didn't matter that we had a 99 overall defense, because at the end of the day, you need an offense, especially in Madden simulation. And I will say, in real life, would the Broncos beat everyone and be better than 8-9, potentially? But it would be difficult, man. If your quarterback throws 14 interceptions, there's only so much a defense can do. You know, there's only so much your defense could do if your quarterback throws 14 interceptions in a season. That's a lot. That is a lot, Russell. If you had any other quarterback, I feel like this would be different. But you know what? It is what it is. No fly zone. Finished 24th ranked defense. The LOB was number 4. I guess, but they had the other side had Russell Wilson. Not Russell Wilson. They had Geno Smith and not Russell Wilson. Ironically enough, they had Geno and not Russell Wilson. Peace out, guys.